Hey, so I wanted to go into this video regarding Miss Gloria Valez, a well-known video model that used to be in certain videos from rappers back in the early 2000s and the 90s, so on and so forth. She goes into where she almost got sacrificed, and she brings up some key elements that may go over people's heads in regards to why she's bringing this up. Like, she talks about how she was given a white dress. She talks about how she was going to be sacrificed in a way where she was supposed to be beaten to death. All that is in reference to the goddess of sacrifice and the goddess of the moon known as Koya. She was associated with violence. She was associated with innocence, purity, as well as the understanding that's, congruent with the moon when it comes to the esoteric. It's about knowledge. But she was the Aztec goddess of the moon. There's different versions of the moon goddess. And in this element, it was based in the veneration or worship of Koya, associated with the moon, also associated with sacrifice, all intertwined. And this is why it played out in the way that it played out, in which Miss Gloria Valez is going to lead with. She's going to talk about how she was almost sacrificed because of her relationship with Mr. Aaron Hall, who was an R&B singer. He wanted to get signed to death row, and in order for him to do that, he had to commit a sacrifice with somebody that was close to him, that being a girl that was pretty much 15 years younger than him, wanted to marry her, and they were supposed to have a baby and this and that. And it's just something that I caught when it comes to her laying out the white dress element, because she does it in a way where she gives you like a behind the scenes type of understanding of how it goes down when it comes to like certain meetings that's set up, and what the person, the overseer or the higher up is telling this person that has to do this, what they need to do to fulfill the ritual. They have to tell them, hey, you have to get your girlfriend a white dress, because they understand what white represents. It represents the moon. And it has to be done in this way where it's violent, because the violent aspect is associated with Koya, the Aztec moon goddess of violence, innocence, so on and so forth. So she's going to go into it.
Of course.
Yes. But today I really want to focus on sacrificing people who sacrifice people for gain, for money, for power, for celebrity status. And I believe that this is a touchy subject for a lot of people, because people don't want to acknowledge that this does happen, that people sacrifice people for money and fame. And people are scared to. I think it's time for people to talk about things that you don't want to talk about, but that's really happening. We have to face it today.
Sure.
So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay.
Absolutely.
So it's the year 1996. I am dating Aaron Hall. I am 17 years old and pregnant at the time. I know. We're actually in LA, and he was going to sign with Death Row Records. We were invited to a Mother's Day event, 1996, and all of Death Row family and friends were supposed to join. So Aaron said he had to go to a meeting. That's why he couldn't, take me to get my hair and nails done. And it was an important meeting, and he couldn't miss it. So Pac's gonna hold me down. And then we met up with Aaron after I got my nails and hair done. We went to the hotel, and Aaron's extra, stress and pacing back and forth, and him and Pac start talking. So he's extra mean, extra just everything. And I felt like there was something going on. It's more than just business. So to let you know, allegedly, when he was, going to this meeting, he's kind of pleading for my life. Some of these people, to be down with the cause, you got to sacrifice people, was insane to me. And allegedly, they told him, there come a dime a dozen of her. She could be replaced. I don't care if she's pregnant. You can get a pretty young thing, and it's no big deal. So allegedly, he said, no, I'll be damned. I'm not going to do that. I love her. So they went back and forth, and allegedly it was said, it's going to happen if you like it or not. So he buys me a white dress to go to the event. So I say this before we go into the venue. When he was pleading for my life and telling that, he doesn't want nothing happening to me, but he's still taking me to the venue. I went over this over and over in my head. Why would he take me? Why would he put a white dress on me? It's like, dressing the lamb and giving her to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? We walk into the back of the venue. I'm still have no idea. I'm oblivious to what's going on or what's going to happen or what they tend to do. This female runs towards Aaron, and then he walks her halfway, grabs her, and they start talking, and they're in each other's face. So a 17-year-old's mind, you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm right? She's approaching, she's screaming, so I'm thinking, oh, I'm here, I'm pregnant. She's up. So the mood changed. People started moving towards Aaron and I, men. And then I said, ooh, this is, It felt eerie. I said, something's different. It's not, I'm your man. Hard. You feel something's wrong.
Right. Okay.
And then, so I shut up quick. I like was looking at the room and seeing, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's really going on. Because I see the fear now in Aaron's face. Within the commotion and people started moving towards, and you see the dudes, Pac runs. He runs towards Aaron, grabs the girl, and says, nobody can touch her. Points to me. And he goes, she's family, she's Aaron's wifey. So Pac comes in and comes up to us and be like, you guys are good. And looks at Aaron and says, don't stay long. Like dead up like that, don't stay long. Not knowing at that point he was my angel. He saved my life. Pac saved my life. And I'm grateful that he saved my life. And we said goodbye. And before we said goodbye and left, one of the demons came up to me and said, you're blessed. I mean, I was looking a demon in the eyes. He was telling me that you almost got, and I felt it in my soul. The setup allegedly was to make it look like a gang thing, beat her up, and leave me on the side of the road. So that's what allegedly they were supposed to do.
What was her purpose? The female.
To drag me out, to start it off. Remember, it's all about a look. So it's got to look like gang related, grabbing up another girl, dragging her out of the venue, and then whatever.